Where'd you float off to just now? You all right?
I just had a vision. Pretty ominous one.
A vision? You sure it's not just the heat playing tricks on you?
This was no hallucination. I have to get back to Tyria as soon as possible.
Guess I'll have to take your word for it. Well, thank you for the help, friend. The Fire Islands owe you a great debt.
Commander, thank Glint. We tried to get word to you. I contacted your friends to see if they could locate you too.
The egg called to me. Is everything okay?
Yes, most okay. It's hatching, Commander. Glint's second scion will soon be here.
That's... We should get inside. Marjorie and... Keith. You called Keith too?
I wasn't called, but I was nearby and word spread fast. This is very exciting.
Where's Ritlock? I thought he was with you.
He's... indisposed. Ruka, can we all go in?
I'm sorry, but you're still the only one attuned to the chamber. The magical barrier will not allow us.
Great. I'll just stay out here with the glowy guy.
It will give us a chance to catch up, Marjorie.
Don't be gone too long, Commander.
Wait, who is that? Is that? You! Stranger! Get back here! How did they get in here?
Away from Glint's hatchling.
Hi, that really you? It's been so long. We'll catch up later. Let's handle these monsters. I'm bleeding.
Give it my all. Safe and petrified. Lazarus, leave immediately. Marjorie, Kate.
They're tied up in battle as well. I do not come with ill intentions.
Then earn my goodwill. Don't let the destroyers up those stairs. And give the dragon a wide berth, Lazarus. It would be a pity to have your second life be short-lived.
Sorry, we got held up outside. Destroyers... What's happening?
It's done, Commander. The barrier has been restored. The scion of Glint is safe.
Not until that Massat is out of here.
A Massat? The Forgotten passed on tales of these creatures. I never thought I'd encounter one. You are the dragon's champion and shepherd. But may I suggest purging this impurity directly?
The Mersat I was in the Tales of the Forgotten is dead. I have been reborn, and rising from the void brings with it a new perspective. We previously sought power through treacherous means, only to save ourselves when the dragon rose. But now, I see we must all stand against the dragons to save everyone.
You hope to align yourself with me?
You have killed two, have you not? Our interests are the same. The fire dragon is rising. I cannot stand idly by and repeat past mistakes. My actions since returning prove me a useful ally.
Like when you destroyed the Bloodstone.
The Bloodstone was destabilized by years of misguided white mantle tinkering. I did absorb the blast to repower myself, but also, how many countless lives were saved?
What's the angle you're running? What's in an alliance for you?
The salvation of this world. The white mantle is splintering. Those who follow Codicus and those loyal to me. I can make them a force for good. Another spear and an army against the dragons.
This is the same accord the Mersat struck with the Forgotten. Then, they simply broke their word and disappeared.
That was a cowardly act of self-preservation, and something I will not repeat.
You seem earnest enough, so I hope you'll understand when I tell you there's no way I can agree to this. I can't keep an eye on you at all times.
I have an idea, Commander. I'll do it. I'll dig into his claim. And if Lazarus is truly changed, we can reassess the situation.
I welcome any inquiries.
Oh, it'll be much more than that. I'm going to be embedded with you. Shadows your every move.
Marjorie, can I speak with you a moment? What are you doing? He absorbed the Bloodstone's power. We obviously can't just easily put him down if his story doesn't check out.
He's touched death, Commander. And now he's back. There's something... The necromancer in me wants to find out more. And, who knows?
I can't let you do that. It could be a trap. It's probably a trap. It's almost certainly a trap.
There's something about him. It makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up. And I can't tell if it's in a good way or a bad way. But I do plan to find out. I'm glad to be a part of Dragon's Watch, and I appreciate you looking out for me. But I won't be told what I can or can't do. Lazarus, let's move out. We have a lot to talk about, my floaty new friend.
I can't help but feel like I'll be explaining this to Casimir shortly. Given what happened today, I'd feel a little better if someone I knew was watching the chamber.
Someone you trust.
Yes. So, could you ask Timey to get here right away?
You're joking with me. I take that as a good sign.
You've been a lot of things, Keith, but you've never been an enemy of this dragon.
I'll lay down my life for... what should we call it?
Her. Her name is Aurene.
You decided that quite fast.
It wasn't a decision. I just knew.
Then no harm will come to Aurene while I still breathe.
Thanks, Keith. After the coming battle with his changed, more powerful Primordus, I hope any of us are still breathing.
Aurene, what are you doing out here? That was odd. Must have been some sort of projection. I should return to Tyria. Something strange is going on.
Commander. Excellent timing. I was just about to send word. Aurene has been calling for you.
Yes, I know. She's been appearing to me. Much like she is right now.
Aurene? What are you talking about?
And she's gone. Didn't you see her?
Interesting. I saw nothing. You must have made quite an impression on her. It's as if she's chosen you to light her path. For now, Aurene is just an infant, forming her first pictures of the world around her. But make no mistake, she'll one day achieve great power. As her guardians, it's our duty to set her down the right path.
I'm at Aurene's disposal. What's the plan?
A bond already exists between the two of you. Our goal is to nurture and strengthen that bond. To that end, we've prepared a series of challenges meant to demonstrate virtues to the hatchling. In the chambers ahead, you will help the needy, defend the weak, and train Aurene for battle. In the final chamber waits the truest test of your bond. A foe that you can only defeat with Aurene's trust and help.
We've got our work cut out for us. Is Aurene ready for this?
She'll be fine. Just be patient with her. Aurene's at a rambunctious age, and she sees everything as play. Step through the portal when you're ready.
Rambunctious age indeed. Aurene, come on out. She's gotta be around here somewhere. There you are. Guess we're not finished yet, are we? Come on out, Aurene. Come on out, Aurene. Ha! Gotcha! All right, Aurene. We've had our fun, but it's time to get to work, don't you think?
Welcome to the last chamber, Commander. Here your bond with the hatchling will be put to a final test. You must work together with the hatchling to defeat the foe that awaits you. Are you prepared to face this challenge?
We've come too far to stop now. Let's do it.
Ready yourselves. The test begins now.
shark attack of yours was phenomenal. Outstanding work. I should speak with the Luminate. You rest now, Aurene. You've earned it.
Well done, Commander. We've given the hatchling the best possible start that we can. She still has much to learn about her place in the world, but thanks to you, she has a foundation of trust to build on.
Sorry to interrupt, but I've got some urgent news. I've been examining the destroyer sample you retrieved, and I've come to a conclusion. I was right, as usual.
So it's true. The dragons are absorbing each other's influences and becoming more powerful in the process.
That's right, and there's more. Seize the moment. I've been digging through old Radanovan research on Primordius for an exploitable weakness, and I found a solid lead. According to these findings, Primordius' domain of magic can be counteracted somehow, negating it altogether. As for the possible counteracting agent, I'm still investigating. New answers lead to new questions. We need a force that can counter Primordius. What if it's another dragon? An ice dragon, for instance? Remember what I was telling you about that chalk organ? How it could selectively filter certain types of magic? If we can discern magic types, we may be able to pit Jormag and Primordius against one another, destroying them both at once.
Are you suggesting we get Jormag and Primordius to fight one another? How?
Not the dragons themselves, their energies. As for how, I'm not quite sure just yet. Our first task is to test the theory.
Okay, let's say we pursue this course of action. What comes next?
We confirm the theory in the lab, utilizing small amounts of magic to see if they'll actually counteract one another. And we'll need an ice brood sample. One showing signs of influence from our dearly departed Mordramoth and Zaitan.
Then I'd better get to the Shiver Peaks. I'll find Bram while I'm there and talk to him about joining Dragon's Watch.
I'm sure he'll want to hear all about our new plans for Jormag, too. I'll get to work on some means of pitting the energies against one another. Good luck in the Shiver Peaks, Commander.
Footprints. The Sons of Svanir must not be interested in covering their tracks.
Get off of me!
Commander! Take your pick, there's plenty to go around!
I know what that was all about.
Did you steal something from them? They kept calling you a thief.
I'm afraid this is my fault. I had to pose as a Svanir to get their Thor elixir recipe. They must have thought it was you for some reason.
You had to what? Well, it's over now. Rox and I need to keep moving.
Okay, let's go.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
It's good to see you. How's the hunt for the scroll going?
Almost at its end. Or maybe a frustrating beginning. If it's not in this cave system, all my info is wrong, and I'm back at square one. Did Tyria get my letter? I assume that's why you're here.
She did. It was quite a surprise after she learned... How much do you know about what's happening?
With Jormag? Plenty.
No, that's not the... Primordius is active too.
I heard. These dragons won't rest until we're dust.
Well, Tyria has a plan.
I do too. I find a way to kill all the dragons, or die trying.
That's a little extreme.
Talk to me after they've taken your mother.
So... the dragons aren't the only threats. A Masot, Lazarus, is back, and seems to have changed, but... And the human minister, Codicus, escaped custody and came out as the leader of the White Mantle. He's currently MIA.
Canuck says it looks like he's making his way up to the Isles of Janthier.
Sounds like a bunch of trivial human matters I don't care about.
Bram, the reason I found you... I don't know if you heard, but we started a new guild. It'd be great to have you.
Didn't feel like joining Destiny's Edge and continuing their legacy, huh?
Whitlock said... I felt like that might come across as disrespectful.
Disrespectful? To keep the memory of my mother and Snaff going? You and I must have different notions of respect.
Bram, I'm sorry. This isn't the reaction I expected.
It's okay, Commander. Maybe it's for me to keep alive. Another thing thrown on my pile of obligations now that I'm back home.
Bram?
This scroll isn't going to find itself. Let's go.
If we could get through the ice wall, maybe Frostbite can fit through the crevice. Or there's the Bram way.
Let's go. It's here!
Bram, you can't... Let's hold up a second here.
I'll take that, thanks!
Bram, move!
Rocks! Bram, she's frozen solid! Stay out of that thing's way! I feel furious!
It was true. Thank Wolf, it was true. For the might of the fire lives in my heart, and in this bow, no chill will extinguish its light.
Was that it? Did it work?
Only one way to find out.
What happened?
You were frozen.
I was frozen? So weird. It was like a dream and I was on a beach. You'd think it'd be the opposite.
Well, we're glad you're back.
Did we get the scroll?
Sure did, Rox. Thanks.
And now?
This is similar to the scroll Aesgir used in his great victory. So now I test the bow on the tooth in the Great Hall. If I damage it, it's time to rally the Norn and lay Jormag to rest.
Bram, you can't... Let's hold up a second here. A direct assault on Jormag puts a lot of lives on the line. I think the Pact can tell you that may not be the best idea.
The Pact you commanded. Look, Jormag is my problem, and I'll deal with it my way, with or without you.
Jormag isn't just you... Look what happened to Rox when you rushed in and bashed something.
Oh, I forgot. Your calculated plans always work out perfectly. Like when you posed as a Svanir to get some potion.
Okay. Can we back up? Timmy thinks there may be a way to pit Primordus and Jormag against each other without raising a single sword.
Timmy thinks, huh? If the tooth chips, we have hard proof.
Hard proof of what? That you can battle a tooth?
So only you get to decide when we take down a dragon? Only you are allowed to kill them?
That's not what I'm saying.
Well, figure out what you're saying, because that's what it sounds like.
I'm only asking you to wait. Maybe just a few days. See if Tiny can do this. There could be no need to put lives at risk.
With every moment we wait, someone else's mother dies. I won't give Jormag a few days. I won't give Jormag a few minutes.
The Norn elders told me the legend of the tooth, but I've also been out in the world and faced two of these things. One with you. They're not to be taken lightly.
You think I take it? You know what, Commander? I'm glad you didn't join Destiny's Edge. My mother wouldn't want you in there. I'm headed back to Holbreck. Garm, to me.
So...
Go ahead. He certainly doesn't want to be around me right now.
Do you think he'll do it?
I hope cooler heads prevail. He has to see this isn't the way to go.
communication from the Queen herself. Timey, do you read me?
Here, Commander. Oh, I must have nodded off there for a second.
I'm headed to Divinity's Reach to meet the Queen, but... Have you heard from Bram?
No, sorry. Rock's got word through, though. Apparently she talked some sense into him. He formed an exploratory committee, let's say. They're making their way up to Jormag as we speak, to see what kind of damage they can do before mobilizing a larger force. I'm worried about him, Commander. He's calling this group Destiny's Edge.
I don't suppose Ritlock or Kaith had any say in that.
No. I don't want to lose him to Jormag. And if we're right about its weakness, he won't stand a chance.
How are we doing on that front?
I have an idea. A great idea. Well, brilliant, really. But I need to complete the experiment with the samples, then reach out to some contacts to see if I can get what I need for the aforementioned brilliant idea. I'll keep you posted. Anyway, say hi to the Queen for me.
Do you know her?
I feel like I do after all the gossip rags I read. Do you know she doesn't wear shoes? Try not to stare at her feet now that I told you that.
You're a huge help, as always. Get some rest.
Bye!
There you are. The illustrious leader of Dragon's Watch. Welcome.
I appreciate the sentiment, Your Majesty, but I feel like I haven't been much of a leader lately. I don't know how you do it. You have a whole kingdom to worry about, while I can't even manage to keep a handful of people driving toward one purpose.
It's a trying task, but to be honest, sometimes I envy what must be the simplicity of your life. This place is all politics and subtext. Do a thing one person likes and 3 hate you for it. It can get very complicated. You just relentlessly smash things until they're no longer at odds with you. I wish it were like that around here sometimes.
Well, what can I smash for you today?
I believe a White Mantle attack is imminent, and must take certain actions here in Divinity's Reach to ensure its safety.
The fact that you're not really describing these actions makes me think they might be a little unorthodox.
What do you think of this garden, Commander?
It's lovely,
isn't it? And to preserve such a marvel requires constant maintenance. Sometimes weeds creep in, and sometimes you must eradicate them, lest your garden become unkempt.
I see.
I've called the ministers here under the auspices of a reassuring gathering, but I really need to deliver what some will consider shocking news. Your presence here will go a long way to ease minds, so please, mingle. And also, keep an eye out. Any evidence of White Mantle meddlings you find would only support my actions.
I'll do some digging, and, Your Majesty, you missed a weed here.
That looks like one, but it's actually the Crichton spiderwort. It'll bloom soon, and its petals give you the most luscious dyes. It's my favorite flower. It hides its true potential from most, and then blossoms into something great. Happy hunting, Commander.
That didn't sound...
Stupid piece of junk! This is unbelievable! Oh, bother, not again!
What happened? The White Mantle?
Calm down, calm down. 3rd time this week this old guy's gone down. I have to manually enter manifest data when he's offline. Can you? Would you mind getting him up and running while I keep the gate's records?
Sure.
What a sport. And do be quick about it. My hand cramps easily. Fixed? Thanks. When you retire from dragon slaying, you should think about opening your own golem repair shop. No one came in or out, so I didn't end up needing to man the gate logs. Plus, I needed the break.
Glad I could do your job for you. By the way, I found this part but didn't know where it went. Looks a little like...
I've never seen that before. I don't know what it is, but it's not part of this golem.
Huh. Hey, Timey.
Hold on! Okay, I'm here. What's up?
Is the communication device you gave me one of a kind?
Probably not. I mean, mine is by far the best and most advanced, but there are others out there. Wait, Why do you ask?
I found a device that looks a lot like the communicator. If it was planted here by the White Mantle, they could be listening in. I'm guessing it isn't the only one.
Oh, if you want, I can use your communicator to send out a high-frequency ping that'll help you find any others in your area.
Let's do that. I'll get what I can and show the Queen.
Oh, be sure to let her know I helped.
Commander, I was just trying to reassure the Whis here. It's a stressful time for them. Well, not just them, for everyone.
The Queen is politely dancing around the fact that our daughter is on the wrong side of this.
Have you heard from her at all?
We haven't heard from Valette. That doesn't mean we won't. She's a good girl, Commander. Just a little lost. She'll find her way home. We only want to hear her play the violin again.
We all do, Minister.
May we speak a moment, Your Majesty?
Of course.
Pardon us.
I found these listening devices around the courtyard. They could be White Mantle.
Thank you, Commander. I needed evidence like this to support my stance. It appears this is an opportune time, then. Allow me to excuse myself. I have a speech to give. Ministers and members of the royal court. For years we've had a fester inside the kingdom. A creeping undertow that sucked some of our friends and family into its darkness. Now, with Confessor Caudicus at the White Mantle's helm, this seething conflict will soon come to a head, as we are poised to be smashed between two rising elder dragons. We cannot stand for a threat from within. For this reason, I'm hereby suspending the ministry until the danger has passed. Some of you will understand it's for your safety. Others will understand that I have trapped them here, far from the White Mantle's network.
You cannot! I won't be treated like a common Doliac, herded into a pen and kept as livestock. I am no criminal. You claim this will keep us safe. From what? Who will keep us safe from you, I say?
Good Minister, this measure is temporary, I assure you. Only until the kingdom is safe from attack and the traitors in our midst have revealed themselves. The commander has already verified...
There is no attack. This is an autocrat's ploy. Fellow ministers, this is a moment in life, a rare moment where you will look back one day and say, I made a stand, or I did nothing. Do you silently let the Queen capture your voice, and the voice of the people? Or do you make enough noise that the six gods themselves hear us say nay? When my grandfather...
Jenna, that's enough. Fellow ministers, join me and help the White Mantle rid Kryta of this illegitimate ruler, or stand by her side and be judged by my fire.
Estelle, what a surprise. Who could have seen this coming? You? Maybe you.
Not yet.
Did you? And you, my friend? Were you surprised?
Get back here, you! I hate to break it to you, but I won't run as easily. I was honored when Caudicus tapped me for the job of regicide, and I will see it to its bloody end.
Not on my watch, Estelle.
Logan! Captain Thackeray, beyond brave as always, but I need you leading the defense of the city. I'll handle this bloated tick.
Handle me? You can't move. This hamstrung doormat is your only hope, and I'm about to kill him just to put him out of his love-sick misery.
Estelle!
What? The whole ministry knew it.
You'll regret that slight.
Damn you!
That's the last of them, then. For now.
That was an impressive show, Your Majesty.
It was. How'd you like smashing things to solve your problems?
I never want to take up arms against one of my subjects, but I think I might be quite suited for your lifestyle.
I'll save you a spot in Dragon's Watch if you ever decide to step down.
Very kind. Now, what's the situation outside the city?
The White Mantle army is making a push from the lake, but we don't know the full extent of their numbers. I'm headed down to set up a command tent at Doric's Landing.
It's good to see you on your feet again. I'll meet you there.
Great. We could use the help. Talk to Lieutenant Fours in the Plaza of Lissa. I'll make sure you're granted access to the battlefield.
Logan, please don't slow your recovery by doing something like getting yourself killed. Commander, thank you. And watch out for the weeds.
Here we are. There are some hidden tunnels that'll bring us up into the manor.
Yeah, I've actually been this way before. Are you okay?
I thought it might come to this one day, but being here again... Anyway. Up the stairs. To the left. We'll either run into Caudicus coming out this way if he's fleeing, or find him in his library if he's making a stand.
Over here.
Countess! What are you doing here?
You know, I gave it some thought and decided that Canuck had let Caudicus slip through his fingers before. I couldn't leave it to chance this time.
We should catch up with Canuck and make sure that doesn't happen then. What's his position?
She doesn't know. The Shining Blade lost contact with Canuck and his men hours ago.
Anise, is this true? Why didn't you tell me?
Subterfuge, Commander. I enjoy that Sylvari snark, but our mission is Caudicus. We can waste time arguing, or we can go assess the situation.
If Canuck is harmed, I'm holding you responsible.
This mission is bigger than one soldier. Lead the way, Lady Beetlestone.
Looks clear.
Good to see you, Commander. Hopefully we can finally finish this and I can be out from under that horrible woman's thumb. Oh, hi, Anise. I didn't see you standing completely within my line of sight.
To think I almost missed you.
Have you seen my father? Caudicus.
Brutish man with aggressively unsettling facial hair? Yes. He seemed upset that he wasn't on the Crichton throne. To the extent that he was... Is he really your father? I'm so sorry.
What was he doing?
Well, he was consuming bloodstone his lackeys gathered from the explosion. He might be unrecognizable to you, my dear.
I stopped recognizing him as my father long ago. We should move before he turns his scorn towards civilians. Caudicus, you have to stop! It's over!
Who's this? An impostor of my lost daughter? Imposters all around me! You look like to me, but you can't be. She's dead! She died the day she betrayed me, just like her backstabbing mother, who I had stabbed in the back!
Father! Murderer!
But I can fix it. We'll try again. You and your mother. I'll see you both in the mists. We'll be a family again.
Timmy! Please, no!
Valette! Stop him!
He skipped. This thing is solid.
It was. He told me Kryta would be... sorry. I'm sorry, Timmy.
Don't let him poison any more lives.
Step away from her, traitor. You made this mess. And Codicus is gone.
Countess, what are you... to me?
I never meant... I can get you to him. I'll get you to that monster so you can put him down. So we can put him down.
So you can betray us while we fight? What do I look like?
I just want to balance this ledger. Then I'll gladly accept whatever fate you see fit.
Anise, you said Codicus was our target.
So be it. Logan, you'll stay with her?
Of course. The Seraph are securing the rest of the manor. I'll see if I can get a medic in here.
He's in a sub-chamber under us. He has stores of bloodstone down there. We have to be careful.
Are you kidding me? The ego on this man.
This is his inner sanctum. Every time he came back from here, he was slightly more unbalanced.
How do you think the conversation with the sculptor went when he ordered these? I need at least 6 reliefs of my face. No, bigger. Like 8 feet tall. Something that really captures my essence. A catastrophically misguided swagger-sodden plague sore.
You did this to me. You ruined everything!
He's slightly larger and more unhinged than our last encounter.
Gods! A mask of his own face. Let's end this lunacy.
My pleasure. Given due process by the Crichton throne, you are hereby sentenced to...
There's the
Forget
power.
it. Let's just kill him.
You're coming with me!
The shield is too strong. Face
Rage
up,
is
overgrown
almost
masked coward. Use the shard. Too much bloodstone. You're overwhelmed.
Give the magic-infused psychopath more magic.
Trust me, I've heard some things. The overload doesn't end well for him.
You too, Valette! There's no end to today's treachery!
You shot her! Your own daughter!
She left me!
Accelerate!
Your mother saw to that! That's why I took you! Now everyone has to pay!
What is it?
According to this note, it's one of Lazarus's aspects.
A what?
Without it, they could have never resurrected Lazarus. The real Lazarus. Codicus wasn't kidding when he called him a false god when he showed up.
If he's an impostor, it would explain why we were able to see him. But who would pose as Lazarus?
Someone who wanted access to an unstable bloodstone, and an instant army to unquestioningly do their bidding.
Deceptive, tactical, and powerful. Not the greatest combination.
I'll send this to Exemplar Calden with the Shining Blade to authenticate it. Make sure it's not just more propaganda. And then Marjorie. We should get her out of there.
I'll send word to her on my way to... well, wherever I go, I suppose.
So, no Dragon's Watch in your future?
Regretfully. I've been under someone's yoke for too long. It's high time I walk as my own Sylvari for a while.
Well, being in the guild doesn't mean... But I understand. Thanks for everything, Canuck. You've been a good friend.
Oh, don't start weeping about it. I'm sure our paths will cross again.
Commander, do you read me? Only answer if you're ready to be blown away. Never mind, I can't wait. I finished my dragon machine. I'm about to perform the final tests. So I'm kindly requesting the honor of your presence so you can be amazed and flabbergasted by my staggering genius. See you soon.
Kaz? Didn't expect to see you here, popping in like that. Hi, Commander. I have a bone to pick with you. Before I get an earful, I told Marjorie it was a terrible idea. Marjorie's her own person, if anyone knows that. A refreshing dose of rationality. I missed you. So, this bone that needs picking. Did my invite to Dragon's Watch get lost in the mail? Well, there was the matter of the Bloodstone exploding, and Lazarus. Flimsy excuses. But I'm in, if you'll have me. Absolutely. Have you heard from Marjorie? No, but she'll check in when she can. She always does. Why do you think she went with him in the first place? Who knows what goes on in that beautiful head of hers? Looks like Timey's just about ready.
Watch it! Watch it! She's rearing up!
I told you this was a Triasura job!
She's loose! It's going to be a Tulisura funeral!
Watch it! Dragon minions liberated! They're all out! Oh my stars! The containment fields are failing! Timey, timey, timey!
I warned them! Did they listen?
We're all gonna die! Someone do
Keep them
something!
alive if you can. I need them for the test. Keep running! Don't have to beat their faces in. Just get them back in their positions. Much appreciated, stranger.
That's the commander, you dolt!
Sorry, I don't have my deck of Heroes of Tyria flashcards handy. Hi! Thanks for the help. How do you like my new toy?
Timey, this is amazing. I think. What's it do?
I don't want to get too technical on you, so, machine make dragons go, "Drah!"
I think I can handle a bit more detail.
Great. First, that quarter-inch unit there is a thermogulator. Thermog coming from the Asura root word for...
A little less.
Ah, okay. It runs off the heart of Omad's machine. That, combined with my spectrum research, aided by my assistant Spencer, will let me manipulate the eternal alchemy to smash Primordus and Jormag's unique signatures together, thus canceling them out, i.e. dragons go bleh.
Remarkable.
Isn't it? For the experiment, I brought minions from the dragons to see if I can do it on a micro scale. You just met them.
When do we get to see it in action?
As soon as I can convince these other Asura to leave. I'm not exactly sure what'll happen when I kick it on. It'll likely work as intended, but could also blow this place sky high.
Let's clear the area then.
Well, there's a problem with that.
Hello, progeny. And how are we ruining science today?
You know, one of these days you'll admit how valuable I am. You'll see.
Improbable. This thing is looking less and less like a coolerator and more like a monstrosity destined to go down in the annals of failed inventions.
Counselor Flun, I assure you, it will revolutionize elixir cooling technology. I mean, who wants tepid elixirs? So, if you'll kindly remove yourself and your flunkies, assistants from my lab.
To enable you to freely plunder all the research we leave behind? I think not.
Commander, maybe you could reason with Punch, the not esteemed, counselor here.
Your elementary attempts at persuasion sadden me. No wonder you were kicked out of the pact.
Commander!
You made it.
Barely. Hi, Kaz. My leaving didn't go unnoticed. He's probably only a few minutes behind me.
Lazarus, or whoever, is coming here? How should we prepare?
Did you get any intel while you were with him?
Plenty. He's raising an army of hired mercenaries. He has a base being built in the Fire Islands, all under the guise of battling dragons. But nothing that seems relevant to a personal weakness. Although, there was a mirror, like a hand mirror, he kept very close. I wanted a better look at it, but it never left his side.
Maybe that's what he's using to disguise himself. Mirrors have a long history with mesmer illusions. If we break the illusion, at the very least, we'll know who we're dealing with.
How?
Magic mirrors don't like their own reflections. It runs counter to their spells. If we can catch him in a few enchanted mirrors of our own, it might shatter the illusion.
And if it doesn't?
He'll get to see himself murder us from various different angles.
You picked now to get a sense of humor? I like it. I set up reflector discs around the lab to get the lighting just right to record my historic experiment. We could use those as mirrors.
I'll enchant them. Once the illusion is broken, I can tie him up tight with magic.
Commander, you grab them and position them in the right places. There, and there should work. We'll work on getting these folks out of here.
Have you been? I heard you missed the fun in Divinity's Reach.
The Countess had me observing interrogations, ministers in white mantle, detecting lies. So, Camp Lazarus. Did you find what you were looking for?
We made friendship bracelets.
You'll note I'm not laughing.
Is that because it was a bad joke, or... Okay, I wasn't looking for anything in particular. I just...
Next time, maybe consult your girlfriend before throwing yourself in the lion's den.
The commander tried to stop me too. Didn't work out so well.
This isn't about permission. You're your own person, but you're also on a team.
Dragon's Watch got along just fine without me.
I was talking about the team you and I are on. Maybe I would have gone with you. Maybe I would have stayed. But I never got to make that choice.
Look, I get it. But an opportunity like that, you don't just say, hold on a second and write a mail.
Timey has communicators.
You know what I mean.
I'm glad you're back, though.
Me too.
Tragedy!
I'm as surprised as you. Who knew the commander had a secret lab? But importantly, mortal danger. You gotta go. A Mersat/not a Mersat on the way.
Oh, yes. Surely you're telling the truth now. I'm certainly not leaving. No one is. I mean it. Wendell, put that down.
Ah, Marjorie, there you are. I'd grown used to your ever so pleasant company.
Actually, I could use a stretch. Let's go, everyone.
Lazarus, I don't recall inviting you here. I suggest you leave.
But my friends and I just arrived.
Through a gate that was moments ago not letting anyone out.
I'd heard there was a machine here. A machine that could kill 2 elder dragons with one blow. I just had to see it for myself. And I was a little disappointed you didn't let me know about it. In the name of camaraderie and strategic alignment.
You're right. Be my guest. It's right over there.
Commander! Oh,
yeah. What is this?
I know you're an impostor. Show yourself!
Fools! Destroy the mirrors!
The illusion is broken! Now I can... Lazarus! some help. I'll hold them off as long as I can.
Okay, but so many of them. Commander, maybe it's time to retreat.
No one retreats while blood still fights. Get more of me hear what I did.
Rage at maximum.
All hands, save life research! Annihilate former bodies scattered around my experiment.
Accelerating!
Sacrifice yourself for superior knowledge! Everyone else in first! I'll bring up the rear!
Almost ready! Rage at maximum.
Vacate these premises.
Jory, is she okay? This human is stabilized. She'll likely survive, I suppose. I'm sorry. I froze. It was Balthazar. The god. You. Heart rate spike. This situation is stressing the human. Please vacate. Shoo!
The medics will take care of her. She probably just needs to be... Maybe we just go over here for a second.
I hesitated.
Could it really be Balthazar?
It is. He dropped the lie. In his mirror. It was special. Enchanted by Lissa herself.
And now he has my machine. What are your gods doing, Casimir?
To what end? I don't know. But we can't just allow it. We have to stop him.
I'm sorry. I can't do this. I'm sorry, Commander. Tell Marjorie, I love her.
Okay, bye, I guess. This is beyond crazy. To recap, you picked a fight with a god. The god of war.
Thanks, Timey.
Why do you think... What should we do now?
The deception, the lies, the willingness to kill to get what he wants. God or not. My instincts say whatever he's up to can't be beneficial.
Marjorie mentioned a base on the Fire Islands. If he wants to absorb a dragon's power, that'd be the place to do it. Right on top of Primordus. And if I remember correctly, he's also the god of fire, so... Primordus over Jormag.
Then that's where I start.
Thankfully, I put a tracker on my machine to prevent flunking. I'll send an assistant to help you find it. Head to Rada Sum. I'll line up transportation from there to the islands. While you do that, I'm gonna lock myself in the simulation room to run a test on a new theory I want to investigate.
And avoid Flunt?
Always. Stay safe, Commander. This is uncharted ground. I'll be in touch.
You'll never guess what's down here.
Please tell me it's not a second, even angrier god of war?
No. Another energy field. And some destroyers who don't like me airborne.
Well, standard annihilator avoid tactics should work on the destroyers, and the scanner should disrupt the barrier. you thought about, you know...
There's really no other way to kill Primordus or Jormag?
They're each other's weakness, like Mordremoth was its mine. And without my machine, I don't think they're gonna duke it out physically. Feels like that would be a disaster anyway.
I can't believe we're seriously considering saving them.
I know, but magic is so out of whack. If one more goes, all of Tyria might just collapse in on itself.
If we keep them alive, how do we keep them from killing us all anyway?
Hey, one problem at a time. At least we'd be alive to solve it. That did it! Go! Go! Are you fighting him? What's happening?
He's here, but not here, if that makes sense. Above the machine. In the channel of magic.
What? Can you scan him?
No life detected. Only magic energy present.
No! Is the coast clear? Can I come down?
There's a god and an elder dragon down there. You're welcome to join.
Hotter down here. Is that's Primordus, right there. Never been this close to an elder dragon.
Should we be worried about it? I don't know, moving and killing us all?
I theorized the machine would put it in a state of paralysis. Looks like I was right.
So what's going on with Balthazar?
He somehow inserted himself into the system, and he's so magically adept. So in order to absorb... Okay, I'll admit it. I don't really know exactly what's happening. But here we are. Clock's ticking. What do you think?
Destroy it. A murderous, overpowered god of war is too dangerous to keep around. Even if you're wrong about the deaths of more dragons devastating the planet.
Agreed.
Your kind will not stop my campaign.
Balthazar, what you're doing! You'll destroy Tyria!
Your home is a tribute. They have beaten me, dimmed my light, but they will see me now.
If you won't stop, then at least face me! For the honor of battle! Of war!
Good thinking. A certain death is what good thinking.
I've learned there is no honor. But if you crave the glory of the fray...
Good timing. I'm ready to overload the machine. You sure about this?
Am I sure? Are you sure?
Guess we'll find out. But what is Balthazar doing?
Feeling much better now.
Tyria, do it now! What was that?
That was what I thought was going to happen. It just took a little longer.
Tyria seems intact, so at least there's that. You see Balthazar?
No. Looked like he was vaporized in the explosion, but he apparently doesn't like to follow the rules I know.
And Primordus?
Let me check.
Elder Dragon Spectrum. Primordus. Energy subsiding to pre-awakening level.
Night-night, sweet dragon. Guessing the same thing happened to Jormag, too. Yeah, still, we should vacate this hot hole ASAP.
We just spared 2 elder dragons, Timmy. I had to say that out loud. I don't really believe it.
paradigm shifted, but I'm relieved I'm not responsible for the death of everything I know and love.
Confirm that theory as soon as you can. I'm sure we'll have a lot of convincing to do when word of this gets out.
I won't sleep until I... on second thought, maybe a little nap before I get started will be good for me.
Definitely do that. I'll try to find out what happened to our divine friend. With any luck, he's been scattered to the mists.
At least we won the day, Commander. Score 1 for Dragon's Watch.
True. And maybe one day we'll be a guild that can field a full team.
Ha ha. Hey, don't be too hard on yourself. Rod Assume wasn't built in a day, you know. We'll get there soon enough.
Commander, come in. Hello, how are you? Good. Me? Great, thanks for asking. Now that we've got the pleasantries out of the way, what's the deal with Balthazar?
No news yet, but I had a thought. I'm going to talk to a priest of Balthazar in Divinity's Reach.
Excellent logic. Been digging into the human gods since the Balthazar incident? That's some weird stuff. But the highest-ranked priests are in the Palace Temple, and those Reachers owe you big time. You saved their city.
The Queen and Logan helped a little. Signing off, Timey. Talk soon.
Your people are inciting brawls all over the city.
They're full of fire and battle fury. Our god is back.
While the Ministry Guard is dousing them. Talk to Legate Minister Wee about their bail.
Not to interrupt your riveting reproach, but look who it is. Care to spar, Commander? I'm itching for a worthy opponent.
You know the rules. No fighting in the palace. Don't make me arrest you two.
I need to ask you something, priest. Where's Balthazar? And what's he up to?
If I knew, do you think I'd be here? No, I'd be out there with him, drenched in my enemy's blood.
You realize he doesn't care about you, Kryta, or Tyria. We're all expendable to him.
He's the god of war. I don't worship him because he loves puppies.
Commander, don't bother reasoning with him. He's drunk on faith. The only reason he understands is delivered by a fist.
I bet you'd give me a run for my money, Countess.
No sparring on palace grounds. Come with me, Commander. We need to talk. In private.
Make it quick. I have to find Balthazar.
Casimir told me. She stopped by before going into seclusion for... contemplation. For now, I can help you.
Do you think he'll come here?
So, Balthazar, you realize what this means to our people.
I know, it's life-changing for many. But I think he's up to no good, and I've got to find him.
I have a lead for you. The Eye of Janthir has been on the move, tracking aspects of Lazarus, looking for its masters. I know where the Eye is.
Shocking. But how does that help me?
Our White Mantle prisoners have led us to believe that Balthazar has an aspect.
Wait, if he's got an aspect, then that means the Eye could lead me straight to him.
Have I mentioned that smart looks good on you? You should wear that more often.
I bring it out for special occasions. Now where's the Eye?
One of my exemplars is following it. Last I heard, to a Mantle hideout in a cave, somewhere in northern Brisbane.
Last you heard?
She's been out of touch. She insisted on pursuing the mission alone.
Let's go around.
Frankly, I'm worried about her.
Worried looks good on you.
Yes.
Find her for me. And you will find the trail of the Eye. You'd be doing me a favor.
Hey,
but it's also in your best interest.
Or something, priestess. This is how we worship.
She's just jealous. Let's go find some open grass.
What sort of trap is this?
The blades and reinforcements! Kill them!
Accelerating! Adrenaline rising!
Not yet.
Nothing like a trail of bodies to lead you to your quarry. Well, well, what have we here? Need some help?
As long as you're here, Commander.
You know who I am.
Everyone knows who you are. You notice those glyphs? They seem to react to bloodstone. Conveniently, they have stockpiles of it here. Are you going to get me out, or must I do everything myself? I've seen traps like this. You have to neutralize the glyphs with that bloodstone. Anise sent you, did she?
Adrenaline
She's
rising.
such a worrywart.
I need to find the eye. She said you were tracking it.
Oh, she did. She's crafty, that one. Throwing us together like two paupers in a coffin. So, what brings you to this neck of the woods? Okay, it's been fun. I can brag that I fought beside the world-famous Dragon Slayer. But now it's over. Off you go.
You can't get rid of me that easy.
Oh, all right. If you insist. We should split up. You can have the big burly door. I'll take the small one.
No, we should stick together. For safety.
Yours or mine? Fine. Small door first, then. But I'm in charge. You take point.
You will not pass. This is the legacy of the White Mantle.
Don't be silly. Your only legacy is blood and suffering.
Before we deal with her, we need to take down these barriers. Almost there.
It will be my pleasure.
Touch me! Stop her! Before she finishes the spell!
Almost there! Not now, not ever. Viggory! Almost there!
So, I'm starting to think you enjoy these traps.
It's a chance for me to sit back and watch you work your magic.
Let's make this quick. The eye is on the move, and we need to find it again.
Why? Why do you care?
It's classified.
I deserve that.
You tell me your plans, and I'll tell you mine.
Honestly, I can't. I took a sacred oath, crossed my heart, and hoped to die. And I would die.
And if I swear not to tell anyone, cross my heart?
The oath we take is far more intense and binding. Not something you seal with a pinky swear.
We'll see what Anise has to say about that.
She can't tell you either, but I'm off to HQ to gather intel on the eye's movements. You may as well come along.
reliquaries are powered. The magic network is unblocked. I should be able to get into Abaddon's now.
Hello? How do I initiate contact? Commander, can you hear me?
I hear you. I'm at Abaddon's reliquary. It's creepy.
We're on our way. Don't start without me.
Too late. I'm inside. Time has taken its toll on this place.
Don't touch anything.
Uh-oh.
You touched something, didn't you? Casting the portal now. Where?
Signing off. Never felt better. Almost ready.
You cut me off. I didn't know if you were still in one piece. And we arrived when we did.
I had it under control. No need to worry.
I don't worry.
Accelerating!
I can, and I execute. Don't mess this up.
Rage at max.
It's been warded, recently. Fire magic, not Mersat magic. God magic. If the last aspect is here, then Balthazar came this way. Captain, stay here and guard the portal. If anyone else tries to use it, shut it down immediately. You understand?
Yes, Exemplar.
Let's see if I can get us through this door. We're in. Follow me, my dear. Woe to any who get in our way. The Eye of Janthir. There! Move! It doesn't like us being here.
Maybe I can slow it down without killing it.
Just don't kill it.
There's the
whatever
power.
You do.
That's what I just said. Do you ever listen to me?
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Never felt better.
Goodness. Moving on. Excellent. It didn't kill us. It must have seen the true sight dormant in us. Now it will lead us to the last aspect. We are chosen, you and I. In its presence, we'll be able to see Lazarus when he reforms.
Otherwise, Lazarus would be invisible?
That's what you take away from that? Yes, it's a Mersat thing like floating and immortality. Used to be impressive.
We can't lose the eye. Where is it?
Patience. It'll be nearby. Look. There's the last aspect.
But no Balthazar. Damn. I was hoping.
No. No Balthazar.
Are you all right?
Yes. It's just that I've been waiting for this for a very long time.
So what's the plan?
Let's spread the aspects out, so we can watch them. Would you mind?
Do we have to do some kind of spell?
Not according to legend. The fact that the aspects are all in proximity should trigger them to merge. Any time now.
What?
Relax. I brought the true Shining Blade with me. It'll weaken his defenses so we can kill him.
Oh, that eases my mind. You brought a big knife to a Mersat fight.
It's a relic. Centuries of history and magic in this old thing. A heap of blood-curdling white mantle screams in it.
Ever tried using your fancy sword on the aspects? Indestructible or not, maybe it will at least damage one.
I've been waiting for the perfect moment, my dear. The time has come. You ready to fulfill a prophecy?
As ready as I'll ever be. Wait, what?
Never mind, just be ready. This isn't going to be a walk in the park.
What exactly are you saying?
I'm saying that you and I are the only two who can end this tragic saga. Lazarus won't go down easily. No time to think about it now. It's happening. Come on, Lazarus, you putrid infection. Rise! At long last.
My dark slumber is at an... What is... more human treachery?
Hello, my nemesis.
Livia! Looking good for a human of your age. I see you haven't changed a bit. Oh, that hair.
Livia? I've been waiting for you.
Pining for me? All this time?
You better believe it.
The Livia? Eureka.
I'll explain later. He's trying to split himself again. We can't destroy the aspects before they break free. We can't lose them now. Those shields. I have an idea. Cover me.
There's the power.
I saved Kryta from the Char. Do you not remember?
I remember everything. You didn't save us. You enslaved us.
Karita! Livia! Focus!
You staged your last revolt.
Never felt better. Energy level too low. Accelerate!
I'll watch the Titans tear your brethren apart, one by one. I will rejoice at your death rattle.
Witch! You could not stay me then, and you will not stay me now. I made a promise to your ancestors. I will have my day. You are not immortal. It was never going to end any other way. Bring on their own suffering. I am Masat! I am...
Finished! Soon to be forgotten. Look at my face! I, Livia, defender of Kryta. I witness your last and final death! The Masat are now extinct.
You okay?
I will be. It's a bit overwhelming.
I know who you are, Livia. Human history was one of my best subjects.
You believe the ravings of a lunatic?
I do, actually. It explains why Anise defers to you, like a grown child to a parent.
The Shining Blade is my family. I hope this secret is safe with you. For their sake.
I took an oath. My lips are sealed. But I'm curious. Just how...
Wouldn't you rather ask the Eye of Janthier about Balthazar?
What? I can do that?
Better hurry. I don't know what will happen to it now that its masters are gone.
What should I do?
Ask your question and touch it. I'll stand ready, just in case. You know.
Well, here goes nothing.
Where is Balthazar? Show me the god of war and fire. Nothing's... Oh...
And it fades into nothingness. The last gasp of a murderous race. Praise the Six.
The flames. Balthazar. Okay. Looks like I'm going to the Crystal Desert. I have to go, but I can't deny I'm curious.
How have I managed to keep my youthful figure all this time?
Who are you, really? Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Magic. And yes, I am Livia. I've extended my life using an artifact known as the Scepter of Ore. I've been with my shining blade, blending in, hiding in plain sight, when I wasn't searching for the aspects, waiting to finish Lazarus, once and for all, for my queen. And for my kingdom.
Well, you did it. We did it. It's over. So, what are you going to do now?
I promised Anise I'd slow down after this. I want to travel, grow a little older. But I'll never forget you.
Nor I you. And I have to go. I have somewhere I need to be.
I'm sorry. Are you still here? I thought you left ages ago. Go! Save the world, my dear. Save Tyria.